The man. Mavericks look to take charge at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, and we're going to bring it to you live. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Here we go. So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss. And Orlando starts out with the ball. Lopez outside. Capitalizes off the crossover. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
If Kyrie gets any daylight, he is taking it to the rim.
Here's Sharp. Cans the shot from the wing.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Pass to Irving. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. And stolen by Sharp. Banchero with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. And it's Suggs missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Beyond the arc. And it's Suggs missing. To the paint. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And Banchero, here we go.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Irving from long range. Banchero grabs the board. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Suggs misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And it's Davis missing.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
And there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
To the middle, and it's Davis with the jam.
Well, that's AD at his best, playing big and finishing at the rim.
Banchero outside. Over Davis. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Now, here's Banchero. Pass to Sharp. Lopez outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Mavericks making a switch here. Now the Mavericks with it. Outside, Barrett. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's able to get all the way to the rim because he did a great job of taking advantage of that angle.
Suggs looking around. The shake. Driving the lane.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Now, here's Suggs. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Banchero. Hits the outside fadeaway. The Mavericks trailing. Barrett with the ball. The rebound by Batadze. Down low. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Thompson from long range. Rebound by the Magic. Lopez outside. Pass to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Al Simmons. At the elbow, it's Barrett. Fade away. Rebounded by Isaac.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
Banchero outside. Banchero draws the double. And Vucevic pulls it down. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
Now, here's Suggs. He has yet to score. Simmons with the defensive effort.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
In the corner, it's flat. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Fades. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And the foul called on Cooper Flagg. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
There's the three. Thompson with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. Bane with the steal. Grant trying to break free. And the shot is good.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
Pass to Flagg. Thompson outside. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Simmons. Yep, it counts. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
Takes the three. Rebounded by Gafford. Right side Simmons. Pass to Thompson. Back to Simmons. It's Barrett on the wing. 6 to shoot.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
At the tip. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. So it's the Mavericks now. The drive by Simmons. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 3-point Maverick lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Simmons. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Pass to Barrett. Another shot. Edwards with the block. Lets it go with the 3. Simmons pulls it in.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Back to Thompson. Outside, Simmons. From deep three-point land, Thompson misses. The Magic trailed by 3. Bane looking around. The offensive rebound. Trying to get something going. Nice D from Barrett. Mavericks leading by 3. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Barrett's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you got to hit Barrett harder than that if you want to stop him from scoring. That's light work for him.
Grant outside. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Gafford. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Davis. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero with the ball. Picked up by Davis. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Bull. Outside Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Irving. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Irving's got 5. Thompson for 3. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, this is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team. Kevin, back to you.
A young, exciting team. Allie, we thank you very much. Magic moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Now here is Davis. In the corner, Bull with it. For the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. It's Suggs with the drive. And Suggs throws it down.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs with a problem on the drive.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
And Davis gets it to go.
That's the essence of Davis's game, battling through contact and playing big inside.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And it's Suggs missing.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
And it's Davis missing. The Magic trailed by 10. And Lopez has it in the corner. Back to Banchero. Pulls up on the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Banchero's got 10 points in the game. Outside Irving. Inside. Here's Bull. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Sharp on the wing. Shoots. And it's flagged with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Davis. Off target at the rim.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Bull. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And with the trend break toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Sweet move. And there's the nice layup by Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
But with that touch and finishing ability, if Irving gets that close, it is over.
Payne for three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Barrett for three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Black, no good. Mavericks leading by 10. Pass to Vucevic. Payne with the steal. Here's Bitadze. He's covered by Irving. Bitadze can't hit. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Lopez outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. And the Mavericks with possession here. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
Now here's Lopez. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Over Barrett. Lopez, no luck. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Yes, that goes in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And here's Sharp. The Magic again can't hit.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Tim, pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodies.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making. I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie is such a high IQ player. He is so good at breaking down a defense and finding ways to score in tough situations.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. That's 7. That 3 off the mark. Black with it. Pass to Isaac. Back to Black. To end the run. Driving to the basket. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Irving for 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Here's Sharp. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Here's Irving. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Banked in off the glass. Black's got his 2nd basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving with it. Isaac picks him up. Puts it up from 17. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Sharp. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 15. Here's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's Bane. And he jams it with authority.
And the strength of Bane helps him on the bounce.
Pass to Flag. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Flag's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Here's Bane. Shot from the top of the key. It doesn't go for him.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Barrett for 3. Missing that scoring opportunity, having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night. And a wide open look for Payne. And a miss there on the triple.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team's desperately in need of a spark.
Simmons inside. He has 6. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots after a good start.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now Barrett, after Jalen Suggs missed from long range. Outside, Simmons. Russell fires away from way outside. No good on his first attempt of the game. The Magic trailed by 19. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Baines. The Magic again can't hit.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Pass to Simmons. It could go. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Dallas. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Now here's Simmons. And it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Substitution on the court.
And so here is Dallas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Here's Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. It's stolen by Suggs.
That's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
He's off on the second. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Here's Suggs.
What a great feel for shot blocking. AD just has that tremendous length that affects teams.
And it's the Magic with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Now, here's Barrett. He has 7. Just 4 to shoot. A floater. The rebound by Bitadze. The Magic trailed by 17. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Offline with his 3. Barrett with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. And it's Barrett penetrated. Lays it up off the glass. Barrett's got 9 points.
That's their first make out of 5 attempts. It's got to be a relief.
Irving with the steal. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Irving's got 22.
Well, he has no problem creating offense for himself, really, in any situation. Kyrie can put up points in a hurry.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Suggs. Outside, Bain. Crafty move. It's sent back down by Simmons. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Back to you.
He can do both. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And really deep through that time.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls They're finding holes now in the D. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Flagg. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Lopez left side. And here's Banchero. 10 points for him. And he overshot that one, missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here is Davis. 6 points for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now Davis. After Jalen Suggs missed from long range. High post, Davis. He's got 8. Over Carter. And it's Davis missing. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. The Magic again can't hit.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Barrett, 9 points in the game so far. There's the triple. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Dallas.
Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
And that's how you execute in transition. Love Banchero's approach in those situations.
A three-pointer is right on target.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Banchero. No good with the elbow jumper. Pass to Vucevic. Fires from deep. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Vucevic has got himself on the board with 3 there. Outside, Bane puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Vucevic with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Back to Vucevic. Clock at 6. The fadeaway. The shot that time, not on target.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And now he has picked up his 5th foul. He knows he's going to be targeted. They're going to have to protect him somehow.
Pass to Simmons. Now Marshall. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
Vucevic with the bucket. On offense, here are the Magic. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Banchero. Vucevic with the rebound. Simmons looking it over. Vucevic with it. He's got 5. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Now, here's Barrett. He's got 9. And it's Vucevic missing. Here's Black. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 11 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
It's sent back down by Simmons.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Vucevic with the rebound. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Right at the free throw line, and it goes down 2 points. Vucevic has got 9 points here in the second half. And it's Banchero missing. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. 10 points for him.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the Mavericks call time here. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You've called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before them, for sure. And here is Irving. After the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. Pass to Flag. Puts the move on. And there's the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff. It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Hands it from downtown. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
That rare catch and shoot from AD, but he looked comfortable there.
The baseline J off the mark.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Orlando with the ball. Shot from the wing. Good work there as it goes. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
That one good for 2. Irving's got 24.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Outside Thomas. From downtown. And the three ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting at a lead of 40 points. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Here's Irving. Edwards with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Here's Irving. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Oh, man. Irving so crafty in that mid-range area.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Irving double team. Back to Thomas. Launches it. Unable to get that one. And Orlando has possession. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Richardson for three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And Thomas has it in the corner. Outside, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Edwards. And it's the Magic with the ball. Richardson attacking. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Here's Flag. Second shot opportunity. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Nifty move. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Outside for Thomas. From deep. Rebound by the Magic. It's Richardson on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Here's Dallas. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And yes, it's good.
And the D had no answer for that move. Beautifully done. Easy layup.
Oh, Lively in position. The kick out to Irving. And it falls over the rim and in. That's 28 points for Kyrie Irving.
That is just automatic. Irving is into his motion the second he has the basketball.
Here's Flag. No good from outside. It's Richardson on the wing. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Richardson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triples. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Pass to Lively. It's stolen by Edwards. The finish. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can pound it on your head.
Here's Flag. Outside Thomas. Pass to Barrett. Here's Flag. Orlando grabs the miss. The wide open look here for Lopez. Misses the three. Flag with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Now Vucevic. Edwards brings the double team. Count that bucket. Vucevic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Fires it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of a screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
The Magic again can't hit.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Rebounded by Vucevic. To the inside. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's Richardson. And stolen by Flag. And stolen by Richardson. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls. But overall, I think our officials do a great job. And the game is about as fair as it can be.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Carter right side. Just his first attempt. And the shot no good, a bit short. Thomas gets a wide open look. Marshall tips it back in. Marshall's got his first bucket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside. those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
High post Vucevic.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
And the Magic making a change here. And both free throws good for Vucevic. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Here's Simmons. Buries the hook.
And not many 6'10 players have the handles that Simmons has.
Fires top of the key. Sharp. That's good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Marshall. Here's Bull. Over Banchero. It's stolen by Carter. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. A putback. Pass to Vucevic. Poked away. It's stolen by Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And that is such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
Well, that one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Banchero, that's for two. The Mavericks pull it in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of two that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
And finished off by Banchero.
And how about the showmanship from Banchero, letting us know what he can do out there.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out to the wing. Pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Marshall gets the bucket.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed. Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range